So now I'm going to start the marination process. The first thing I'm going to add is lemon juice. I got around 1.25 kilo of mutton, so I'm adding in lemon juice. Then I'm putting salt. Then I'm going to add ginger garlic paste. Then I'm going to add some turmeric. Some jeera powder. Dhania powder. Chili powder. So chili, it's all depends on how spicy you want to eat. Based on that you can add accordingly. This is very spicy chili powder. It's a homemade. I got it from India. So this is very hot, so I'm just added only 2 spoons. Okay, now the main ingredients are like masalas, garam masala, the raw spices. So I have different raw spices. So basically like the marination, right? Here the cooking process is different. Ideally, like once you marinate the mutton, you put in the thick vessel, kind of the thick bases should be thick. So you cook, you seal it. Once you put the marinated mutton and you put the semi-cooked rice on top of it and seal it and cook it. That is the proper dum biryani. That's how I like it. But here, like you don't have the very thick bottom pans. So I'm cooking the dum biryani little bit different way. So in my marination, I'm not going to add all the ingredients. Okay. So ideally, like for mutton biryani, the main ingredients are like the fried onions and the raw spices and all. But here, like what I'm going to do, I'm going to add all those raw spices. Like we have the cinnamon, we have dalchini and the cardamom, and also shajira and pepper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add those when I'm making the cooking process, that time only I'm going to add these. But meantime I'm going to add and mix these ingredients. So other part is always ghee give the really good flavor. So I'm going to add some ghee here. This is also homemade ghee I got from India. This smell is really good, so I'll add some ghee. And also, like when you marinate, right, the fried onions oil also you're going to add. But here we are not going to do the fried onions. What I'm going to do is during the preparation I cook the onions, like I'll make it like a brown fry. Then I'm going to add this mutton. I'll semi cook the mutton and then I'm going to dum this biryani. Okay, so I added some oil and also have some biryani masala. So I'm going to add in the marination. So now mix it. I'm not going to put my hand. You can use your hands and just do. So once you mix it well, then you have to add one more main ingredient. Always I like to marinate with hand, but since this is a bit spicy chili powder, I don't want to put my hands. So once you mix well, always like when you make a big portion of the biryani, just like how you make this dough, that way you have to just smash this mutton. Okay, so that the masalas, everything will bind the meat properly. So I'm going to add a little bit of saffron. Basically for mutton biryani, the saffron gives really good flavor. So just add a little bit of saffron, and basically we also need to add mint leaves, coriander leaves, and also in this mutton biryani ideally we add green chili paste, but I'm not going to add it because I don't want it to spicy, but ideally you should add green chili paste as well. So now the last ingredient is curd. Curd basically gives the good flavor for the biryani. So now mix it well. Some people add food colors to look really good colors and all, but I don't want to add any flavors, any food colors. So you will get it automatically once it is cooked nicely. You will get the proper biryani color. No need to add any colors. Okay, so this is the first step. So we'll keep it generally, like for mutton biryani we have to marinate before cooking, at least 2 hours before cooking. So if you want to keep it for overnight, that also well and good, because the meat will be marinated properly. It tastes really good. So I'm keeping at least for 2 hours. So yeah, this is the marination. I'll tell you the next steps. Alright, we are about to make mutton dum biryani. So as I mentioned earlier, just started cooking the mutton. So I didn't mix the raw spices earlier, so just put some raw spices like cloves, cinnamon, and elachi, and leaf. Okay, and going to add some peppercorns, salt, peppercorns, not mandatory, it's optional, it's up to you. And I'm adding some shawjira as well. So once this is just a little bit fried, I'm going to add onions. I mentioned onions, I cut very thin slices so that it will be fried fast. I add oil and 2 spoons of ghee as well. So if you see, onions are nicely fried, golden brown. So now I am going to add some cashews. Cashews are optional. So just for taste purpose, I'm just adding cashews. Also some green chilies. And 1 tomato. Just fry it for a minute or two. Then I'm going to add marinated mutton. Then I'll cook it for 20 minutes. In parallel, I'll prepare the rice also. So I'll show the rice how to make it. So mutton is just started cooking nicely. At the same time, I'm just making hot water to prepare the rice. So water is boiling, so I'm adding raw spices, star anise, cloves, cardamom, cinnamon, and shawjira, some peppercorns, some bay leaves, few green chilies, and some coriander, some mint leaves, little bit of oil, some ginger garlic paste, So once this water boil nicely, so we will add rice, and the rice will be cooked for 70%. So I'll combine the mutton and cooked rice, semi-cooked rice in a tray. So basically, like tray also, like I have the non-stick tray. But non-stick tray, like if you put the temperature like 400 degrees Fahrenheit, the bottom will be sometimes it will burn. So today I'm not making the biryani in the non-stick tray. Today I'm making in the aluminum foil. So I'm making to use a 400 degrees temperature, and kept the biryani for 40 minutes in the oven. So it will be good. That's it. Alright, you can see the rice. Rice is cooked like about 70%. Okay. So, and also the tray, already a semi-cooked mutton. I put it in the tray. In the bottom of the tray, I just put a little bit of ghee. On top of it, I put the curry. So now I'm going to add the rice as layers. Okay. You can see. So I add the rice. So now I'm going to add some saffron water. Basically, saffron gives a really good flavor. So it's a hot water. You can add milk also, saffron milk. But I don't want to add any milk, so I just added some saffron water. Now I'm going to add some ghee. Okay. So this is the thing. Basically, it will give a good flavor to complete rice. So I'm adding. So you can add the fried onion oil as well. That also gives a real good flavor. So just adding some ghee here. Okay. Now I'm going to add coriander. So now I'm going to add mint. Mint is really required when you are cooking a mutton for your curries or biryanis. So I'm adding both coriander and mint leaves. So now I'm going to add something really interesting. So basically, you can add fried onions, but I don't have the fried onions, so I have ready-made fried onions. I'm just adding few. Okay. Here's one more interesting item. These are like, especially in Hyderabad, halim making and biryani making, they will add some rose petals. It will give really good flavor for the mutton biryani, especially in mutton biryani. So I'm adding some rose petals as well. And we can add the last ingredient is like ilachi powder. That gives really good flavor. So I'm not adding too much of ilachi, just 2 or 3. Yeah, all set. I'm going to seal this, and then I put it in the oven, and it will on 380 degrees Fahrenheit about 45 minutes. That's it. We're good to go. I'll show once this biryani is ready. I'll show you the output. Thank you. Okay, biryani came out of cooking. I'm just opening and see how it came. Oh, it's too hot. Wow. Look at this. So, always biryani, just you have to take it from the side and bottom. So you see, I didn't add any color, anything, and bottom of the biryani. You see, it came really nice, and the mutton pieces. It's really good. Wow. See, this mutton is very soft, and that masala. Wow. See how is binded the rice masala. Yeah, that's how the mutton biryani. See, each grain is separated with the piece, and you can see. When you see that the mutton is cooked properly, to always separate the meat with the bone. You can see the same thing, and also see, and also mutton if it cooks really nice means it inside will very pinkish color. You can see the pink color. Yeah. Right, all set to taste the biryani. Enjoy.